I thought it would always be like a good SNL sketch where like the keyboard warriors are confronted by like Samuel L. Jackson or something.
Oh, it wasn't like that, but they did a sketch like that.
That'd be so cool.
I'll show it to you when we get off here. Yeah, no, they did a sketch about that.
Like actually. I'm imagining like Samuel L. Jackson as Shaft.
That would be great.
Just like coming up to people and just knocking around. Like, did you say KYS to a 14 to a 14-year-old girl?
Mother effer, did you say KYS?
The thing is, like most of these people online who are participating in this random nonsense are children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Speaking of Samuel, this is completely off topic. It's interesting you bring that up because I put my wallet somewhere, couldn't figure out where it is, and just spoiler alert, I did find it. But someone asked me, "What does it look like?" And I said, "It's the one that has bad mother effer on it."
Oh,
that's a Pulp Fiction quote.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't have it on there. No. But I said that.
Hey, you couldn't let that one go. They walked right into it.
And it got a laugh. So I'm like, come on. I mean, because we have some Pulp Fiction fans up in the crib at the other station there.
Up in the crib.
Who's not a fan of Pulp Fiction though?
Me.
A lot of people.
It's good.
I have a friend in
entertaining.
I have a friend in Sweetwater.
I think it is highly overrated. I think a lot of stuff that Quentin Tarantino does is highly overrated.
Okay, those are blasphemous words. We won't listen to that.
You can fight me on it.
I will fight you on it. Pulp Fiction is one of the greatest movies of all time. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was one of the best movies of all time. I love that movie.
Glorious Bastards was good.
Glorious Bastards is a masterpiece. What else?
I've never seen Jackie Brown, to be honest.
Jackie Brown's okay. The Kill Bill. Freaking Kill Bill. Those are great films.
Django Unchained.
I have that on DVD. I love that movie.
No, Sheila, we're not going to win over Sheila.
Apparently not. Never. We never do. But I got a friend in Sweetwater. I have a little.
I'm just saying, like, Quentin Tarantino, his movies are overrated. Like, if you take into account the grotesque and just gratuitous violence of them.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where it's not needed. And that's
it's kind of cartoonish.
But that's why people go and see it. And then, like, let's talk about Kill Bill's very, very thin veiled plot. Like, it was not.
I've honestly never seen it, if I'm just being honest.
The best thing ever.
What, KB? KB was awesome. And PF? What about IGB?
IGB was great. Have you ever seen RD? That was a great film.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
Reservoir Dogs.
It was a solid little. It's only like an hour and a half, so even if you don't like it,
that might be one of his better ones.
Yeah.
But still, he's just meh.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's an amazing film. It's normal throughout the whole thing. Nothing like violent happens until the very end.
Is it all Quentin
OUATIH is great.
It's a great film.
Is it all Quentin Tarantino avant-garde?
And again, I have a friend in Sweetwater. She hates Quentin Tarantino. One time I went and visited her, and I have a little pin that says written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's like the title card from Pulp Fiction, but it's a pin. So it's kind of cool. And I was wearing it that day, and she's like, "Oh, you like Quentin Tarantino?" And she led me for about 30 minutes about how all this stuff sucks.
Is that like a verb now?
I think so, yeah. You know how we were talking about the acronym words with the letters? There's also name verbs, and you're a name verb. I Sheila.
I don't think that's a good connotation.
I got Sheila.
It's only in the context of Quentin Tarantino.
That's
movies.
right. I got Sheila about it.
I don't think that's a good, yeah.
Would you rather be porked?
You know what?
Ew.
I never want to be porked.
Yeah, okay. But if it's a good connotation, like...
is there a good connotation?
Like if you do, like, excessive charities, you have porked things.
You've been porked.
Like, but that's a good connotation.
You bring a bunch of money to an orphanage and they're like, you just got porked.
Yes, yeah. It's Christmas time.
Yeah,
it's the time for porking.
I'm writing that down.
Speaking of which, like, why is it that every place I go to now has the bell ringers? And they're like homeless people this year. Have you noticed this?
No.
Do you look down on those? It's like people...
No,
they're taking up charitable donations for the holidays. Come on.
But they should be taking the money for themselves. They're not free labor.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my problem with this. I feel like it's exploitive. Like, I went to Hobby Lobby, like the most Christian of all craft stores.
Oh, yeah, I saw that guy out there.
Yeah, and he was like straight homeless, and it was raining. He didn't have an umbrella.
That's kind of sad.
That's
and
very sad,
He
yeah.
wanted to ask if they had one, and like, well, you could buy one in aisle 3. He's like, well, it kind of meant to borrow.
Oh. Baby J got me an amazing one.
And I was just like,
BJ?
does BJ pork during the holidays?
No, she does. I porked during the holidays. She porks a little bit. No, she got me an umbrella.
I feel like she's a big porker. Like, would she
That's so terrible.
Would she not go around just like porking everyone?
She porks when she's able to. Sometimes she doesn't have the money to pork.
Well, when you're poor, you can't pork as easily.
I have more money to pork, so
That's very true.
So I pork a little bit more than she does.
Okay, fair enough.
I porked your present over the internet, by the way.
Did you?
Hopefully it's supposed to be here
Son of
between
a
the
bitch,
18th.
did I need to pork a present.
That's right. We've already porked your present.
It's supposed to arrive between the 18th and the 20th, so we're kind of cutting it close.
That's
but hopefully it'll be
extremely
here.
close, but that's all right.
Let's just pray. Mine's on Amazon Prime. Let us pray.
I don't care.
Oh,
No, you will get something.
you're gonna get something because you're gonna get porked.
You're gonna get porked.
Damn right.
If it doesn't come in time, or if it's too expensive or it doesn't come in time, just grab something at Walmart. I don't care.
That is not fair. But I mean, I'll get you something, and then that might just come in late.
Okay. It doesn't matter. You don't have to
You're
get
getting it.
Get him some tidy whities and tell him to pass them on to Billy Bob Poo Pants.
We thought he was in jail. We thought he was. Turns out he's not.
He just didn't show up.
He just didn't show up.
Well, apparently our supervisor thought he was going to go to jail, so he took him off the schedule. He's like, "What? What the hell? WTH?
WTF?
I got to stop doing that."
WTF? That's what it is. That's what
He's
you're
getting all
saying.
mad. He's like, "What? I'm not going to jail. Why did you take me off? Why did you take me off the schedule?"
It wasn't 8 months. It was 5.
It was 5.
Exactly.
Could you imagine if he went to jail and pooed himself? That'd be horrible.
You know, that would be a good way to keep everyone from like coming near you and talking to you and stuff.
Trying to pork you?
DTS.
I don't think they pork you.
Dropping the soap.
No, I don't think that like rape's a good thing to joke about anymore. I've changed my mind on prison rape.
Prison rape I will joke about until the end of time. I'm sorry.
I've changed my mind on it.
That's still very funny.
But no, I just mean like just to keep people from talking to you. Because like I don't want to associate with people in jail like that. Like what are we going to talk about?
I don't know.
Poo pants.
Socialism.
Well, I don't think that's what they're down for.
They'll kill you if you start bringing up stuff like that. Like
You want to talk about academia?
now I know I'm in prison.
So yes, I will just sit in my poop pants and everyone will leave me alone.
Oh, there you go.
That's my prison plan.
That's the way to go.
Everyone needs a prison plan.